Hello, everyone. Come on in and take a seat at my table, grab a beverage. We are continuing um, our talks about Suzanne Simpson. Sometimes, boy, it just goes right out of my head. Suzanne Simpson is a beautiful 51-year-old woman from Olmos Park, Texas, who went missing on October 6th, 2024. She was a luxury real estate um, individual and was married for many years to Brad Simpson. They have 4 children together, 2 adult children, a 15-year-old son, and a 5-year-old daughter. So on the night that she went missing, there's some things that we just don't know, right? So if you haven't watched my other videos, I recommend you go to the playlist for Suzanne Simpson and check those out. Her husband has been arrested for DV and also for having unregistered and unregistered firearms and firearms that you're not supposed to have. So including an AK-47 that he had his business partner hide in his home, and they brought in scent dogs that are specifically trained for firearms, and they found this AK-47 of Brad's in Cotter's house in the wall, a carved out wall behind his TV. So, both of those two are facing some very serious charges. But that still we don't know what happened with Suzanne, right? So one of the things that we do know is that she went to a birthday party, her and her husband did, but she brought her 5-year-old daughter along. Okay. And it was held at this private club, Argyle, which was, just down the road from where they lived, not too far away, but not right next to them where they lived. And the police did find a picture of her at the Argyle. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. So this is the last photo. This is a photo that was taken of Suzanne outside the Argyle. So what I did was I tried to match up what I was seeing here. So there's this post that's pretty recognizable. It's got this extra little piece here, right? And then a wire going up the back end of it. There's red here. And so I figured she was coming this direction. She must have been somewhere like right in maybe here. Or here. Something like that, somewhere in there. Because she was walking on the red. She was heading this direction. This is the post with the wire. Okay. Keep in mind she had on tan pumps and a black dress. Okay. Now I'll actually show you what we're looking at here. This next one. All right. So if we say she was here, the camera, the picture up is right there. Okay. So that's the camera that picked her up that she was seen on walking here. Now this is a parking area for the Argyle. One of my questions is she supposedly had her daughter with, and we see her walking alone, and she was walking toward the Argyle because the Argyle is just across the street. We'll show you that. So this is the area, the parking area that Suzanne was in, and back here is the security camera. Okay. The Argyle, this is a sign, and this is the driveway for the Argyle. So there's parking here, and this is Patterson Road. So she was walking on this red brick right here to come across here. Okay. Now I understand, there's red brick here, but that doesn't match up, and there's a pole there as well. But it doesn't match up like this one does. So this is where she must have parked. Keeping in mind that she had to have taken the same way out of the Argyle and go back to her car when she left. They had two different vehicles. Brad left before her and came to the Argyle, and he left before her to go home. And she and the daughter got home around 8:30 from what we know. I'll show you a little map here. All right, so this is where the Argyle is. This is Patterson Road right here. So you can see that is what we were looking at. She comes out from that parking area and goes like this to go home. Okay. There's really no other way unless you went around this trailhead here, way around, or this way. This is the closest shot to it. And this is where she lives. Okay. So the next thing we look at is when she got home. Okay. So from what we know from reading the first affidavit, and again, go back to my prior videos, we know that some of the I don't know what I can say and what I can't say, but some of the some of the abuse, excuse me, I think I'm coming down with something, happened in the home after they got home. Like I said, this is the home where they live, okay? There is a wooded area here, and from we know that a neighbor saw them arguing outside, right? So and they said the neighbor lived across the street. Okay. The only neighbor across the street, because this is a wooded area, is right here, and I believe this is an apartment complex, and this is a covered parking area. And right in the middle of this is the security camera. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen because I want to show you on Google Maps what we're looking at here. So let's go this way. This is that neighbor's house across the street. And I believe the security camera is right there. If we try to make it bigger, I believe that's a security camera. Okay. And if we just turn around, This is the wooded area that they were looking for Suzanne in. Okay. So if we just go back the way we came, I'm going to go from this direction, like where that car is. Okay. So this is their house. It has kind of like a U-shaped driveway. It has two entrances or whatever. And if you go down here a little further, you can see that it's a two-car garage. That's the way to get in. So this is a way that they would have come home and where they would have parked. All right, let's go back this way a little bit. I want to just get past that a little bit. Now, go just a little farther. So we can see here was the security camera, right? And the neighbor said that he heard people arguing and then he saw them in a physical altercation. Okay. And we don't know how much this camera picked up. But when you look at it, this camera is somewhat behind that house, right? So I don't know, depending on where they were arguing, I don't know if she ran out or just what happened. But the only way that security camera would have picked anything up would have been if they were out in the road here somewhere. And then the neighbor heard or saw them walking toward the wooded area. Okay. So that leads me to believe that they were out here somewhere. And then he heard two screams. Okay. Don't ask me why he didn't call the police. He said we don't do that here, so I don't know. But yet he took a flashlight out to go find them. So, it makes no sense to me. But I just kind of wanted to show that because if they were over here, let's go here. You can't even see that carport. And this is right in front of their driveway. So I kind of wanted to show you guys that. And then down this road, that's the way that you head toward the Argyle. Okay. So yes, this is all wooded area. And that's right here. And you come down and go around. Okay. So go straight down that way and then around, and that you get to the Argyle. So they would have come home this way and turned in there. All right, I'm going to stop sharing there. And then the last ones that I had was just this one kind of showing an overview. There's the two driveways for the home, the carport, and the wooded area right there. Kind of shows everything. And the neighbor said that it's like he heard them right outside his bedroom window. So, maybe she went running out of the house and came this way. I don't know, But that was the last that she was seen, was by this neighbor. And he saw her being pulled by Brad. So it doesn't look good, guys. They have combed those woods. They have they did a 4-day search in the landfill. They've also done some other searches at another place where they had a tip from. But keep in mind that Brad is not being cooperative at all. I don't know if that means he lawyered up, whatever. The other thing I did want to kind of say, the county name is spelled Bexar, but I guess I was calling it Bexar, but it's Bear County. I don't get that, but I had somebody tell me that, and then I did go back and check, and sure enough, that's what they call it. So anyway, the point is that Suzanne is missing, and she needs to be found. Her family have given up hope, at least her side of the family. I don't know what her adult children are thinking. I'm not sure. The 5-year-old is too little to know, except that she knew that Daddy hit Mom when they got home, and she told the school about it. So, it's just sad when a family has to go through that and little children see something like that. So I just wanted to go over that information for you. And, as I do more digging, as we find out more information, we'll do more videos. Have one person out there that's been very, very helpful, giving me tips and information to help me see what I'm looking for. And I really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I don't have your name at the tip of my fingers, but I do want to thank you for that. You've been very helpful. And if anybody else, has any tips or any information that may help, please email me at grannyscrimebusters@gmail.com, because that's what we're here for. We're crime busting, right? And obviously has been a crime committed against Suzanne, and her family deserves to see justice done in her case. So I want to thank you guys for being here with me tonight, and we will see you on the next one.
Thank you for watching another episode of Granny's Crime Busters. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like and even share the content. You can follow us on any of our other social media platforms at YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We really appreciate you guys, and you can also email us at grannyscrimebusters@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.